How the fuck are you? We're going to turn these into rings. I've set the pillar drill so that only comes down that far. We'll do the skull's head to a degree before actually cutting anything, because if you can't do the skull, what's the point of cutting the ring, innit? So it'll end up in the bin and you wasted hours and hours. So we're going to put a little drill in here, and I want to do the same for his nostrils on his air intakes. Which I'd say about there would be nice. Right there. That's good. I'm going from his nostril up there, from his nostril up there. You can't really see what you're doing, but you generally get the idea of what I'm doing, don't you? Alright, now it's good, I like that. Now we're just going to do a couple of teeth. One on that line. Pretty good. I want these pretty deep because we're going to round over. We're going to round over the sides of the skull. I'm happy with that personally. Here starts the complaints. Oh, I wouldn't do it like that if I was you. I went in and got my little engineer's advice. It's old, it's rusty. Right, that line there is 72 mil, so I'm going to cut it off bigger than 72 for obvious reasons. Right, so let's cut that off. What have we got here? We've got the smallest blade in town. Now, going to this tool, I use this tool about 30-40 times a day, so if this had a guard on it, it would get in my way because they're always in the wrong place. By the time you undo the screw, turn it a little bit, okay, turn it a little bit. So all the guard does is to stop the sparks, or you aim the sparks where you want to aim them. Well, I'm wearing goggles, so my goggles are the guard. As you see, I put no effort into that whatsoever. You can stick it in there to your line you drew. So I can't see that line, so I know a little There'll be something left when I get there. Let me try and bring you in a bit, just to show you I'm not putting no pressure on this tool. So what you see I've done is the line is still there. See the line? I have not touched that line. I'm going to flatten this a bit, so this is going to be thinner than the actual skull, so the skull stands up a bit more three-dimensional. So as you see, it's having complete control over the tool you're using. So we're there at the moment. So as you see, the line is still on there. I haven't got rid of the line yet. Just a couple of little eye points. Which is going to stop me getting at the part we want to lower. No rush in time. Nobody's coming. Right, you can see how this original part of the fork had rounded corners. The part we're doing hasn't. And it's just a pure matter of starting off nice and slow, because we want to get under that chin lock. So, start off, move up under the chin slowly. And then when you get to the chin, round it off a bit. We're still not on the chin yet. There we are. So I've actually done a step there underneath the chin. There to see. Yeah. Right, as you see, this is rounded. That's square. So we want to round that off. We want all this looking tidy before we see the man from Damonte. So these jaws here are plain, they're not. They haven't got the old wrinkle tuff in them, you know what I mean. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I've slightly rounded it off. And we're still not right up to the chin yet, which we don't want yet. So same thing, cover side. So what we've done is we put a edge on there, edge on there. Now I want to get at this chin. We've got to get that chin sorted out. So put it back in. Now that masking tape is off, we can actually see what we're doing here. always drop it on the floor because the floor is weak in there. You probably saw the video where I made this thing. All you do, take the cover off. Oh no, don't take the cover off. Take the cover off, find another nut that fits on, thread this thing, thread it into the new nut, which is there, weld the two nuts together, screw it in, and you've got an extra tool you can use. Right, it is better to clean it now than it is to clean it later. So, these things you can get off eBay for pennies. Is that going to go the right way? Yeah. See, I wasn't putting much muscle on here because this thing lifts a lot. So if I was putting muscle under there, I would have lifted it. But that's it. We're now going to bend it. The easy bit. Why is it easy? Why is it easy, eh? Well, I'm 20 stone. Got arms like a gorilla. And this is a thin bit of steel. So are you telling me we cannot bend that? Of course we can. I've got a bit of wood. I drilled 3 holes in it, different sizes. And then I cut the wood in half, which is not half, it's just that it's slightly under half. But yeah, put it on there. A lot of people will use a socket, which nothing wrong with using a socket, as long as that socket, you know, is about your finger size. Now I'm not going to hit the fork. It's still a fork, isn't it? So the thickest part of it is the head. So that's the part. That's the part you want to get started to bend. You know this bit here is going to bend quite easily when we get going. Yeah. Right. Let's get going. Right. First thing you see is a little spoonie, and then you just gently persuade it. Don't smash it right to the bottom of that dip. Just gently tell the steel what you're trying to do. And the steel will say, okay, I understand. I understand, and I'll be there as soon as I can. There, you see, we're nearly there already. Got a piece of aluminium. Yeah. Doesn't matter what it is, honest to God it doesn't. Notice I'm still not hitting the ring. I'm only hitting the steel. I don't want to hit the ring yet. I'm going to. Don't you worry about that. I'm going to beat it up now in a minute. But first of all, we'll just take our time. Tap, tap, move, tap, tap, move, tap, 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 move, 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 until you get it right. So now she's on. It's just a matter of tidying up without hitting it in the wrong places. I don't want to put too many dents in it. I'm happy with that. It's soldered. I've just noticed that the battery went as I was soldering this thing. So I will show you soldering when we do this one. I'll make sure I show you on that one. So it's just a matter now of buffing up. Right, we just put a fluffy wheel in. We're going to just buff it up a bit. What I do is stick it on a piece of wood. Look into my eyes. And that's basically job done. But what I've noticed is in his nostril, there, see there? One's got two lines on, the other one's got one line on, so I'm going to just try and correct that if I can. I'm not sure if I can. But the thing is, if you don't try, you never know. Pointless really on his camera, but there, see it there now? That'll do. I'm happy with that. Still not happy. That one line is longer than the other, so. I'm going to get that line the same. See, don't give up. Keep going. See the nostrils now? Better than with this ring, I thee wed. It's on my finger till I'm dead. Not really, because I don't wear rings. There will be another one made within the next day or so. That other one, I will do it. I only did it because I saw somebody else on the internet doing it out of a nut. Which is alright, fine. Your finger goes a funny colour, but in fact it was a mild steel nut, so I don't think it would last very long. But you know, it's just it's a kid thing, isn't it? Really, it's just, they look more like knuckle dusters, to be honest with you. So perhaps that's where it was. I think I'll make a set of knuckle dusters because I haven't done a set yet. And that would be a nice little challenge. I've got some steel, so maybe next time. Thanks for popping in, by the way. I will be I'm open 24/7.